There are 4 spaces basically in the gallery. When you come into the lobby of this first space, I think what immediately catches the eye is very large, complicated wooden sculpture made of layers and layers of plywood. It consists of some columns I think there are sort of 12 columns inside of it. If you could actually see the work from above, one would actually see human profiles. The effect of it is partly geological. It also has the feeling of classical sculpture, where figures and forms are writhing and moving inside in a kind of dynamic way. There's a stainless steel sculpture. I call them incidents because they have a kind of dynamic. There is a history of making steel sculpture. You can't make incredibly polymorphic forms with it, but it's unbelievably strong. So you can make structures. We know that in our everyday life. That's what the Eiffel Tower is made of. That's what our buildings are supported with. So what I can do with that is I can make sculptures that have a kind of poise about them. In the same room, I have two new works, very new works. I call them stands. They're made out of this polyurethane originally, and in the size that they've been cast in. Looking for brand new forms, really searching for brand new landscapes and forms, and with that is quite, that's for me what it's all about. The other work is a new kind of work based on an experience I had. I made a glass sculpture in the 80s with a very famous glass blower, a man called Novotny, and he blew the basic glass bottle shape, and then we started pulling up parts of it to give it like almost a horn or thorn kind of appearance, and at the same time I also then wanted to push them inside the figure. It looks aggressive, but it's also being aggressed, sort of like life, a bit of give and take. The masks are somehow they're very simple. They're very geometric. If one cut through them horizontally, there'd be 2 elliptical forms. And I just took the Janus masks, the theatre masks that I think everybody knows, and I just slid them sideways into one another to sort of hybridize these 2 characters. And the fact there is this kind of thing about these works are very geometric, but put together in this manner, they also have an organic quality to them. And then there's the work I call Off the Mountain, which is, one is in Portero, a stone called Portero, and one is in a marble called Statuario. And they're very different because what they consist of 3 separate compound elliptical shapes, and they are then transposed inside of each other. And it's a little bit my idea that we have sort of different aesthetic worlds. One we call organic, and the other one referred to as being abstract or geometric. For me, it's really important that I actually enjoy making the stuff, and it's not based on ideas, it's based on making experiences. And some people ask me, what's the idea? Yes, of course, one has ideas. Unfortunately, one can't avoid them, but most of the thing is to do with an experiencing of the materials, when you see a landscape or you see people or animals and things in nature, it's not an idea, it's an experience of reality that I'm really that's really what I want to achieve.